guys, welcome back to the Rich Way. This is an intro before the actual intro because I forgot to mention that my mom was not able to fly out for specific reasons. You know what, I'll just be honest with you guys, she wasn't able to fly out because of my stepdad. He was very, very upset. I still made it work though. We're still going to hear her side and you guys are gonna find out the truth finally, and so did I. So oh man, I was very emotional, so I guess just beware and you guys will see. This is a continuation from the last video. If you guys watched all the way to the end, I told you guys that I wanted to figure out the truth on who is lying to me, whether it be my dad or my mom. I'm in a predicament where there was a lot of things said when I went to go see my biological father for the first time ever. Some things that I've never ever heard before, and I feel like I need to talk to my mom about it. And unfortunately, we're not in the same city. She lives in New York, I live in Florida. So the only way I'm gonna be able to find any of this out is if I give her a call and I just lay it all out there. I just ask her plain and simple, like all of the questions that I have in my head that need to be resolved. Because I honestly cannot move forward without knowing what was the real reason why they broke up. You know, how soon did they get married? My biological father said they got married 3 days into knowing each other, and they moved into an apartment together and she had it ready for him. Like, there are just so many questions spinning through my head that I need answers for, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm literally going crazy. Like, my head is spinning when I'm sleeping. Like what is even going on? She's like aware that I'm gonna be giving her a call soon, and I don't know, I just feel kind of sad. Like, I don't know what the real truth is about, I guess, anything. You know, I was told something by my mom, and then I went to go see my biological father for the first time and was told so many other things. You guys are going to be right here with me. Let's call my mother and figure out all of these questions that I have, because I don't know. I don't know who's lying to me. I don't know if she's lying to me. I don't know if he is lying to me. Like, I don't know. The first time me and her are ever speaking since I dropped the video, and I know she has seen the video, so I'm sure she's gonna have a lot to say. And also, you know, I really feel like I need to mention that before I do talk to my mom, like, for everybody that's watching, like, my mom played the mom and dad role my whole life. My mom was there for me my whole life. My mom is still there for me my whole life. My mom, my whole, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it. I'm like really nervous right now. And I love my mom so much. Like, seriously, like, I'm about to cry right now because I don't want any of those things to be true. And if they are true, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it afterwards. Okay. I'm gonna call her now. I'm gonna put her on speaker.
Hello.
Alright, so she didn't pick up. I'm gonna wait till she calls me back, and then I will pick up the camera once she calls me back. My mom is calling me back right now, and I'm gonna pick up the phone now. Hello?
Hey, Giles, you called me?
Yeah, I did. How are you?
I'm good. Working.
Yeah? I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So I just have to, like, talk to you really quick about something.
Okay.
Did you see the video where I went to go see Angel?
I saw parts of it. I would say I didn't see the whole video because when you were speaking to him, a lot of everything that he said, a lot of it was not true. So I kind of got upset. So I didn't watch like the whole video, but I watched parts of it. Yes.
See, like, I don't know though, because why would he just lie like that, you know? Why would he just say something like that if it wasn't true?
Well, first of all, when I did hear him say, like, that I was violent on him, I was really upset because it was not a perfect marriage, but in reality, the violent one was him. I'm not saying I'm perfect because when he used to come at me, well, of course, I defended myself. But I feel like he was making himself look like the hero of the story where he's not.
But what would he gain from that though, Mom?
I don't know. Your trust. I mean, that's the only thing he can gain from lying is that he makes himself look good, where he portrays and says that I'm the bad one in this situation. When he said that he sent you money all the time, I made copies of money orders that he sent, and I have 5 in total. 5 money orders of $75 that he sent each. So I'm wondering if he thinks that in 18 years he can support you as his child with that amount of money. When he mentioned that in the video, oh, I used to send your mother money, and he said he had the proof. Okay, but why didn't he show it to you? Why didn't he show you that he was supporting you from day one until the day you turned 18? Because that was supposed to be what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to support you, all your life until you turned 18, an adult, which he didn't. So that, first of all, was the biggest lie. That he said, I always sent your mother money. No, he sent me $75 5 times.
He said that he had the proof in the basement, but he didn't show me because he said that he didn't have the key or something.
He lives in a trailer. There's no basement there.
There's a house with a basement, Mom, right next to it. He said that's his space as well.
Okay. So then, if you would like to see that proof, then you tell him the next time you go, if you decide to visit him again, let him have that proof ready of all the years that he was supposed to be financially supporting you.
You said that you still have copies of it. Do you still have them?
Yes, I still have them at home.
When you get a chance, can you send it to me?
Mm-hmm.
So
no reason why I should lie to you, because I think that I have proven myself as a mother to you.
No. I'm not saying that you're lying, Mom. I'm not saying that. I'm trying to figure out who's lying to me. I'm trying to figure out and come to the bottom of this.
Okay, you just said, I know you're not lying to me, Mom, but you just said right now that you're just trying to prove who's lying to you. He's lying to you, not me. Not me.
So what was it?
His behavior from all these years, Angelica, you should know he's the one that has been delinquent. His behavior. How many times has he reached out to you? You could probably count them in one hand. The only thing that I can tell you that he probably didn't mention, because maybe he forgot, was that when you turned 9, that year that you were 9 years old, so I would think 2006, I imagine, he came over and he gifted you in December. He gifted you the Wii, the latest Wii of that year, whatever it was.
Oh, he did mention that. He actually told me that, but I didn't remember that he even gave that to me. I didn't even remember that I had that.
Well, you see, I don't have nothing to hide, and I don't have to lie. I will tell you the truth, always. What boggles me is that he has the nerve to talk about me, and instead of being grateful because I did petition him so he could stay in this country. I didn't have to do it, but I did it because I was married to him.
So
And I finished the paperwork. Even after we separated, I continued the paperwork and made sure that he had his residency in this country.
so
But what
even
he failed to acknowledge is that when you were 18 months, September of 1998 was when I was fed up with him and decided to break off the relationship.
why
He left
were you
he
fed
left
up?
my apartment, and that was the end of the relationship. After that, I remember clearly because it was the long weekend, so it was Labor Day weekend when I decided I had enough of him.
So you told him to leave?
I told him to leave because he got home. He left Saturday of that weekend, didn't come back till Sunday morning. Came back drunk, like a freaking, he was so drunk. And he laid down on the floor to go to sleep. And when he woke up after he slept it off, I said, you know what? This is over. I'm not taking this anymore. You leave when you want, you come back when you want. That's not a marriage. You want to do your thing, you just leave from here. We're separating. And he had no problem. Because at the time, he already had somebody else pregnant with his second child.
How do you know that?
Because your sister was born in May 1999, and we broke up in September of 1998. So, you just do the math. This woman was already pregnant when we broke up. So that means he was seeing her while he was still living with me.
He said he
Married.
never cheated on you.
He's a liar. He's a liar. And that's proof right there. I broke up with him in 98, and September 98, and his second child is born May of 1999. That's less than 10 months. So she was already pregnant.
So I actually have another question. So when you first met each other, he said that you guys got married 3 days after knowing each other.
Well, probably felt that way because it was so quick. But no, it was not 3 days after we met. We met in July of 1995, and we got married in December of 1995. So I would say 6 months after we met, we got married.
Why'd you get married to him?
5 months, sorry. Why?
Yeah, why? Like, why'd you get married to him so soon?
I thought that I was, well, not that I thought, I knew I was in love with him. Before I met him, I was alone for about 2 years, and the person that I had in my life before Angel it was not a good relationship. So when I met Angel, he treated me differently. So obviously I thought this relationship was going to be a better relationship. But I was wrong. So unfortunately, after we married and we started living together, I would find so many phone numbers. At that time, there was no smartphone. I'm talking about 1995, 1996. No smartphone. So I would find these little written papers with all these phone numbers of different ladies or girls or whatever. So he continued the way like that in his life, and there's so much that you can take as a wife that you're like, this is enough. I stayed with him as long as I could for your sake, as a child, as our child, but the fighting and the disrespect was so huge that it was not worth staying with someone like that. So I just decided, for my daughter's sake, which is you, decided to just break things off. He went his way, I went my way. And just to let you know, which I know you already know this, but you were 18 months when we broke up. And I was alone for a long time. That I remarried when you turned 9. You turned 9, and 2 days later I remarried to the husband that I have now. And we've been together for almost 17 years. So that says it all. I was with Angel from 1995, and we broke up in 1998. So 3 years, and it was a disaster. So for your sake and my sake as a human being, I don't think that anyone deserves to be violently disrespected, verbally disrespected, and do all this in front of a child. So that's not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is just break up, go separate ways. But just because parents break up, they should not forget about their child. Which in this case, you lived with me. I had 100% custody of you. When I was the one that divorced him.
Did you
and
ever?
I made sure the lawyer had that stipulated in the divorce creed that you will be 100% under my custody, and with visitation rights. So he was open to come visit you when he wanted, and I chose the weekends. Like, come on the weekends, pick her up, take her out to eat, do whatever you want, and bring her back. I've never closed that door on him, despite the fact that I did not want to see him as a person, but I never closed the door because a father is a father, no matter what. So I decided that even if I didn't get along with him as a person, as a husband, that didn't mean that he couldn't be a good father. But in my eyes, he was a horrible husband and a worse father. So
He never called you to talk to me?
I'm sorry?
He never called you to talk to me?
He would. He would in the beginning, yes. He would call me to ask about you and talk to you. But there was one particular day that I remember clearly in my mind that he promised to he told you that he was going to take you to Chuck E. Cheese, which was in Queens on Northern Boulevard. People out there know there was a Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know if it's still there, but the day came and you remembered because you were about 5 and you didn't want to take off your clothes. It was 6, 7, 8 p.m. and I'm like, Angelica, you got to go to bed. You have to go to school tomorrow. And you're like, no, my dad is going to pick me up. He's going to pick me up. But of course, at that age, you didn't know the concept of time. And I said, no, he's not going to come. It's already 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. He's not going to come at this time. He never called. He never excused himself. So I didn't know what happened. So anyway, you were upset. I definitely took off your clothes, put you to bed. And the next day, he did come the next day. And I remember that he came in, take you to Chuck E. Cheese, and you got under the covers, and you said, no, because you didn't come yesterday, you didn't come see me. He said, but I'm going to take you today. He said, no, I'm going to take you today. And you were like, no, You were upset, and you did not get out of under the covers, and he had to go home. He left. So, how do you explain that to a child that's 5 years old?
Yeah.
Of course, you're gonna have resentment towards him. That's fact.
Well, I think we kind of spoke about everything that was said. I mean, like, I just feel bad, you know, now knowing the truth, because I wanted to, like, have some sort of relationship with him, you know, but I didn't want for you to get upset about any of this. But now with, like, I guess everything that you're saying.
I do want you to have a relationship with him. That's your dad. That's your father, your biological father. If you want to, that's up to you. I have a great relationship with my father. So I just want the best for you. That's up to you, whatever you want to do. I just don't like the fact that he likes to lie and make himself look like the hero of the story, where he's the one that messed up. He's the one that messed up. So you make your own decision. You want to go back and talk to him about everything that I've told you. It's okay. It's okay. Well, you make your own decision. I have been the one that's had your back since day one, since the day you were born. February 23rd, 1997, until today. So,
I know. Thanks,
the
Mom.
fact that you just want to make sure that you don't, I hope you don't think that because of what you said before, oh, you don't know who's lying. No, he's lying. He's lying. I would never lie to you. Never.
So I don't know how I feel about all of this. I guess I'm just gonna end this video here. I'll see you guys soon.